Thank you, Kumswa. Now, the hashtag Show Us campaign is an initiative by Dove together with Getty Images and Girlgaze that launched last week and aims to challenge and change how women of all industries are represented across the globe. Now, this game-changing project was developed to create an image bank of over 5,000 images for the media and advertising industries to tap into and become more representative and authentic in their portrayal of women. And to learn more about this campaign, we're joined by two of its spokespersons, and that is registered psychologist Dr. Tshepiso Matentjie and Girlgaze photographer Masego Morulane. Ladies, a very good morning to you and welcome.
Morning. Good morning, Cynthia.
Masego, I'm going to start with you. The issue of beauty and representation is not a new phenomenon. Talk us through what sparked the idea that led to the formation of hashtag Show Us.
So I received a DM from Girlgaze about a project that is aimed at changing the way women and girls are seen around the world in media. And I knew that it was something that I had to be a part of because I was already working on my street photography project called Spot the Main that aims to preserve and document black hair in our time. So I submitted my portfolio, and after that I was selected to be part of the campaign.
Okay, and I believe that you're one of the people that participated in the image bank. Talk to us about this bank and the more than 5,000 images that are contained there.
So Girlgaze hired 116 female identifying photographers from around the world to create this image bank, and I think that for me, one of the most amazing things was that I got to meet all these women and kind of share stories about our work. I think it gave me so much confidence about my work, and it also made me realize that all our stories deserve to be heard. So using photography as a tool to drive change, I think can make a huge difference, because we are in a world that is surrounded by images. So if those images that we see can inspire women to love themselves more, then you kind of create a self-loving community of women. And if you love yourself, you eliminate fear. Sure. Like self-love has the power to eliminate fear. Right. And when you eliminate fear, there's freedom of expression. And I think that if more women can express themselves freely, there is so much good that can come out of the world. Yeah,
indeed.
Yeah.
And Dr. Tshepiso, speaking of loving yourself, how do women view themselves, and what contributes to making one feel represented?
Look, Dove, they've got this project that they want to have young girls develop their self-esteem, because we know that what you see out there in the media, on the TV, on magazines, you end up aspiring to be like those people, and then you compare yourselves. You compare yourself to your peers, you compare yourself to what you see on the TV, and then it affects the way you believe your self-worth, the way you see yourself, your confidence, and that affects actually how you perform in school, how you engage with the opposite sex, how you engage with your friends. It opens you up to peer pressure, to bullying, all of those things. So as a concept, self-esteem is a very important thing to develop in young girls, but also to begin the conversations that you are okay the way that you are, that your beauty, your sense of identity, with your natural hair, with your curves, with your blotches, with your stretch marks, with different tones that you have, there is somebody out there when you're looking at magazine or on TV that actually reflects what you see in yourself. And it is okay, you matter, and you are beautiful no matter who you are.
Do break down for us, if you can, the statistics at the moment of about how South African women feel about representation.
Look, when you engage with, I'm not sure I can give you the statistics, but we know that through the research that Dove has done through the DISA project, over 70% of women globally do not feel represented in their everyday images. We also know that 67% of women are calling for brands, to be able to be much more representative and take responsibility for that. A simple thing of the fact that you've got a celebrity that you look up to. When they're on the magazine, there's airbrushing. Their tone is changed. Their eyelashes that has blotches is changed. The hair that is thinning is changed. The shine is added. And with the DISA project, Dove says that when you are going to work with us, we want you to use images where you do not change the nature of what the person is. Do not change the condition. Take pictures of them around environments that are representative of them, so that they look real and they are authentic, so that we can also communicate to young people, take responsibility to say that you can be your authentic self, and you can take pictures of yourself without airbrushing or filtering the way that you are. Yeah.
True. You know, Masego, she just spoke about authenticity. She touched on a very, very topical and a hot issue. And speak to us about the importance of choosing the 116 girl gaze photographers representing a diverse global community of women and, I mean, non-binary and female identifying photographers.
Yes, so I think that on that point I would love to touch on actually the women that I photographed. I photographed Ketegile, Mpho and Boitumelo. And all those women had amazing stories to share with the world, and kind of they kind of give women the confidence that you need to take control of your time and reach for your dreams. And also something that she mentioned about something that she mentioned about the airbrushing, the images that we look at every day. The women that we photographed were represented naturally and authentically. We were not allowed to digitally distort the image. We had to represent them as they are naturally. And going back to the photographers that were selected, all these women from around the world have projects that they work on personally that contribute to the image of beauty in the society, and that's what kind of drew Girl Gaze to work with those photographers.
And about the photographs of Ketegile, Mpho and Boitumelo, what is it that we're trying to say? What message can be encapsulated in those images? So
I will start with Mpho. Mpho is an albino model, and she's also a TV presenter and musician. And she is so open about taking care of your thoughts and how taking care of yourself can affect the way you look at your dreams and the way you just face your day. And I thought that her story was so inspiring and could inspire other women that look like her and that also have dreams but are being shuttered down by the levels of the industry beauty and stereotypes. And Ketegile is a project manager, and she also volunteers in local community projects like mentoring young girls, and she's also a yogi, which I love. I think that she really defies the odds of what you can achieve with your body.
Okay.
And
we don't have much time, unfortunately,
okay,
but
no
Dr. Tshepiso, just in wrapping, please be as brief as you possibly can. What impact are you hoping this Show Us campaign will have on the esteem of women, particularly South African women?
That they will celebrate their own beauty, that they will be proud of their environment and be willing to show themselves in their real, in their emotional, most natural settings, but also that they will be able to show their inner side and reflect it in the way that they capture their images. And when they look at magazines and media out there, they will be able to be represented and feel confident about themselves.
Right. Ladies, you're so beautiful.
Thank you.
You are so beautiful. Thank you so much for chatting to us this morning. Well, beauty does indeed come in all shapes, all genders and sizes. That we just spoke to registered psychologist Dr. Tshepiso Matentjie and Girl Gaze photographer Masego Morulane chatting to us about an initiative that they are advocating for called Project #ShowUs. Let's take a short break.